Hello, and welcome back to D&D this week. Last week, as a quick recap, you guys followed some evidence and some trails. Well, first of all, you got Orson's arm back. Orson Magic Bull, the stone golem, you guys have adopted, essentially. You got his arm back, and you found out that he has a master. Somehow, he was rune broken, and he has a master called Ciro, a cloud giant living up on one of the mountains. He has asked that you bring him back, and in exchange, he might give you a chance to sort of pilfer through some of his items in his large collection of things that him and his people had over the years. He said he was the last of his people. I'm not sure if I made this clear enough, but I said, Giri, obviously with your nature roll, you rolled pretty high, and you know that he's a cloud giant. We only know that because there are other cloud giants back in Titan, where you guys are from. So at the very least, he thinks he's the last of his people. Anyway, you went from that. Well, to get his arm back, you had to scare away a bunch of cyclopses by making their food animated, and they chased after their food.
Just to cover, so I think, we're not giving Orson back. That's agreed with him, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not giving Orson back. He just wants what Orson...
if we want to keep it.
Yeah, he wants something of value from you.
Well, we're doing a job for him.
You are, true, but that job was going to be done for him anyway.
I mean, the job was to return
Orson
Orson to him.
Yeah, which would return him a lot of resources and mean that all he would have to do is fix the rune, and that's it. Orson's back and out in the world as his. But you guys are essentially going, no, we want to...
I thought we agreed to check this out because it was a thing of interest for him.
Yes, I was
going
to get to that. But yeah, after that, you guys sort of mentioned this orb, and he wanted to look at it. So Orson, through his eyes, apparently, he can collect information, and he can see this. Ciro will be able to see what he sees. So when he goes to this place, once you deliver Orson back, he'll be able to sort of take from him the memories of Orson, and see what's going on. As these golems, he's mentioned he has a couple more, and they are his sort of eyes throughout the north, so that he doesn't have to ever leave his place. Anyway, you traversed more north. You found a bunch of orcs who gave you a bit more of an indication as to the location of Davyak and this orb. You fell in a trap, took a little bit of damage, but managed to get yourself out of it with the help of Orson. And you made it to where you think this orb landed, where there are these huge red crystals, as you can see on the map here. They have this soft, warm glow, and it is physically warm. You can feel the heat from where you guys are. Probably not scalding hot, but warm to the touch. In the middle, what you can't see is a sort of cornucopia, like a sort of gem flower, where something should have been held, but is no longer there. And almost like they were lying in wait, these strange, fiendish creatures, these huge sort of bats, but with the head of a wolf and the hindquarters of a wolf as well, prowled and came and ambushed you. During the ambush, so in the first round, Mittens tried to throw a javelin at one, but it came back at him with a couple of nasty swipes of his talons. You guys realized, Giri realized after running up to it, that it has some sort of resistance. It's pretty hardy skin, and out of this realm nature makes it resistant to non-magical sort of melee and ranged attacks. Balzanor missed, unfortunately, with a firebolt, and Nevado summoned a bunch of bears. If you also remember, these things could, as a reaction, sort of pull their wings up over their body to sort of guard themselves from attacks. What else they can do, you'll have to find out. But at the minute, Mittens, it is your turn. That hits. Roll damage. 13 slashing. Is your sword magical?
It is not.
It is not. That is 6 slashing. Still pretty nice. That's actually a decent damage roll and very good hit. Yeah, as you come in and swipe at this thing
sorry,
very, very skillfully.
Because I'm raging, that is 2 added to that damage.
2 added to that damage?
So 1.
Alrighty, so 1 added to that damage. Nice. Anything else on your lovely turn?
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action Daunting Roar.
Daunting Roar.
So only be the one right in front of me, but they have to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom save. Let me just check out the thing of these things. So, okay. So Wisdom. It's okay. Let's have a look. Ooh, okay. That is a fail.
He's frightened.
They are now frightened. Do they get to make a save at the end of their turn, or is it just until your next go, or what is it?
Frightened until the end of your next turn.
Cool. So the end of your next turn, they're frightened. Fantastic. Is that everything on your turn?
That is everything.
It is now their go. So, as you've seen, these things, the red one and the blue one are flying overhead. Orange one is now been frightened. Green one is looking pretty surrounded. So, what they're going to do, we're going to start with red, and it's going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll bring some to front. 25, and it's about 20 feet above you. And it's going to go 30, like right over you guys. So that's 35.
It's gonna shit on us.
Is that moving for everyone else? I can't see the red one moving.
Yeah, it's me for me.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
It's just above
They're on
Giri
top
and
of each other now, yeah.
Balzanor.
okay.
It's right above Giri and
It'll
Balzanor.
probably
Yeah.
pop it in a second for me.
Okay. Damn you, internet. And as it sort of like flies over you, you can see it's sort of flying a little bit funnily, because obviously, like bats and some birds and stuff, they can like pull their their sort of legs in and stuff to make it more swift flying. But this one's flying a little bit awkwardly with its like bottom wolf legs just sort of dangling around. But as it gets to you, it sort of like pulls its wings back and almost like curls itself up. And as it curls itself up, it seems to take this deep breath. And obviously, like bats have these seeming slightly sort of like longer, thicker necks, only slightly. But this one has it almost a little bit elongated. And as it takes a breath, this bulge begins to appear in its neck. And it gets quite big. It's like, and it releases this almost raw, mostly screech that pierces all throughout the area. You can even, like, this is so loud you can see even like trees shake and leaves move. And can I get the 2 bears, or 2 sets of bears, plus Giri and Balzanor to make me a Constitution saving throw? Balzanor, you alright?
He used my own religion against me.
Can't save you.
Con save.
Oh, that's dreadful.
That is dreadful. So, which one was first and which one was second there, Nevado? Was it the the bottom one first, or the top one first?
When you say the bottom one,
I mean like
You're talking about
that. Just the bottom.
no, so that is like
Top and then bottom. Okay, so Giri.
Yeah.
And the top
Hang on
there.
a minute. Hang on a minute.
Hanging on a minute.
I'm going to use Indomitable and reroll the saving throw.
Okie dokie.
And I hope I do better than a 5.
It's open.
1.
Yeah, much better.
Much better. So, as this scream or screech sort of echoes forth, everyone, you guys managed to cover your ears just in time, and it hurts, but you're okay. You're within the radius of it, so until the start of your next turn, well, no, the start of its next turn, you're all deafened. But there are no more effects, except for that bear, which is now stunned until the end of its next turn.
Right.
And then it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This one over here,
How far can it move?
60 feet.
Wow, that's a fast boy.
That is a fast boy.
How high is it as well?
20 feet in the air.
Okay.
Yes, that's not an attack of opportunity, sadly. This one here is going to go 5, 10,
Question.
15. Yes.
Are they immune to their own screech, so the other one didn't have to make a save?
It would appear so.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Lowers itself down.
No.
Mittens and the two other bears. Can you all make Constitution saving throws?
I would like to not do this.
Oui.
I would also like to work out where my character sheet is close itself.
Oh,
Same
that's not
again.
good.
What's the outcome of that saving throw, Ben? So we're just deafened.
You guys are deafened until the start of its next turn. The bear,
What happened to
the bear was stunned until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So stunned
So
for a
we've
full
still
round.
got an action. They just
Yeah. This one's had a much better time as it sort of peers over it, and you're almost like reeling from the first one. You think it's over, you sort of let your ears go a second, looking back, and you don't see this one just looming over you. And it's weird, these things do seem to show, just as you're looking around, it's pretty high passive perception, these things do seem to show a little bit of intelligence. Almost planning with this, like the ones on the ground were almost like they knew and they almost expected them to be there in the air. So they're almost like waiting for this to happen. So you are now stunned until the
your
end of its
bears
next
have not done
turn.
very well.
And then it's going to go... So that was 40, 45, 50, 55, and then drop down 5 feet to 60 as they see you all alone.
I think he's
The
alone now.
green one is going to, realizing that this has not worked for any of you except for that bear, is going to first attack that bear. It's a natural 18.
Not the
I think
bear,
that's a
no.
So it's first going to attack that with a bite. So that was 1, 5. That's 9 piercing damage, and and
Okay.
9 necrotic damage.
Sick.
And is it still up?
Just
It's taking the advantage, and yeah, it'll take its advantage and attack with its talons as well against it. So that's a natural. That's a 23, which I'm assuming hits a bear. 11,
Amos.
10.
Have you grown attached?
Each one of those bears, Ben, was 2 bears who worked out, not
It
4
was,
bears.
yes. So double the HP for the group.
oh, you. Hiya, come on.
Hiya, hello.
You don't follow my list.
So we were up to 18,
Up to 18 damage.
and then you did the
And I
second
did the second
attack.
attack, which is... Oh fuck, I forgot what I rolled for the damage. It was plus 3 of those.
23 to hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a 23 to hit, right, and then I just rolled the damage, so it was 10... That's 14 slashing damage. And 5 necrotic.
So that's 18 plus 19.
37.
So my boy has 1 HP left.
He does. I'm realising I should have been attacking that one with advantage, so I'm just going to roll 2 more things to see if it gets a crit in any of them. No, it's fine. Sweet.
Oh,
And then this boy is going to... Ooh, what's he going to do? I mean, the most threatening ones are actually the bears, because Mittens didn't really do a lot, and he's afraid of Mittens. So I'll have disadvantage on attacks against him, but so it's just going to go
I
for...
think he's got disadvantage on all attacks while he can see me, is that right?
He does, but the 2 bears are stunned, so it just becomes a regular attack.
Yes.
That's 17?
But it means it will be the same chance of hitting me as that.
Yeah. So 17 to hit. The bears. Luke. First one.
That
So
hits.
first one. Oh god, that was awful. That was 8 piercing damage. Plus... Oh, fucking hell. 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And 19 to hit with its claws as well. Oh god, okay, that is 17 slashing damage.
Ooh.
And 11 necrotic damage.
I think
Okay.
that's 39 total.
See you later. Yeah.
It would seem so.
It's dead.
As, like, both these
Okay.
things just sort of pressing the advantage, they just lash out with their teeth, and then just as they've sort of got a grip, they bring their claws almost underneath, and with these second ones, unfortunately, it sort of grabs one with its bite, slams it down, stabbing it with one of its claws, and then just sort of slashing the other bear straight across the face, depleting it. That is everything they can do on their turn, and this one here, he doesn't really like sitting there, does he? So he's instead going to go... Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to go up. So you see the green one as well just sort of lift off from the ground. And he hasn't used any of his movement yet, so he's going to go about...
How high?
He's going to go about 20 feet up into the air. So that'll be an attack of opportunity from bears, Giri, and Balzanor.
Oi.
Not advantage, I'm guessing, because of the pointy exits are sphere.
Yeah, the point he sort of exits your sphere, you're both down there, not one down, one up,
Alright.
so just regular hits.
Yeah. Let's just do a regular hit.
Yep.
No minuses.
14 misses, I'm afraid.
What about the bear's bite?
Good.
Bear's bite does hit. That's
Oh,
3
that's-
half to 1.
15 hit.
15 does just hit, yeah.
Matt, have you got Warcaster, Matt?
Oh no, yeah, you have to hit with your bonker because you cannot make. I could not think of the word. Your club because
Club, my great club.
because you cannot cast a spell as a attack of opportunity. Sadly,
Sucks.
that does kind of suck. And unfortunately,
Unless you have a
better
fleet.
chance to hit.
yes, it does, which is kind of funny. So this thing is now up in the air, and rather swimmingly so, as it's managed to escape most of your attacks. Do you want to attack with the other bear as well, Luke?
Yep. If I'm allowed. Then
Well, yeah,
I will.
there's two bears there, so...
One of the bears is stunned though, no?
But it's 2 bears per group.
Oh, no, yeah, no, yes. So that one also hits, roll damage. And
Oh.
another 2 damage.
Measly 4.
Measly 4.
2, yeah.
That should be adding. Oh, I don't know. Nice. That is their turn. Next up is Giri. This thing has shot up about 20 feet just ahead of you. What would you like to do? You've also heard this
Do
screech.
you know what that means?
What?
He's within javelin range.
He's within javelin range. Let's get him, boys.
So I'm guessing, like, I can. So I've got 3 attacks on my go. I guess I can throw 3 javelins at him.
Yeah, it doesn't,
Doesn't
have the
matter,
load.
that's right.
It doesn't have the loading property, so you can just hurl them.
Hurl him. Right. 3 javelins. Let this boy in front of me. Or lady.
Go for it.
17?
17 hits. Riggedy roll that damage, white boy.
7 damage. One more, another one. 25?
25 hits.
Can you throw javelin with strength?
You can, I believe.
Yeah, okay. I thought you could only throw.
Yeah,
with dex.
that's why people like them.
I'm pretty sure you can throw javelins. I'll allow it for now. I'm pretty sure you can throw javelins of strength. I remember that being like a big thing. So yeah, 25. Oh, 7 again.
Not more consistent damage. Consistently shit. Am I right?
Well, nice. Yeah, you throw these things, and yeah, again with its very very thick skin, they don't quite stick into it, so they more just sort of like sort of pierce it and then fall back down to the ground, rather than proper piercing its hide. But it does sort of go back up and sort of snarls and almost roars at you. No, you're good. They just sort of clamber back down. You're all right. Anything else?
My lightning javelin that I bought. What exactly does that do again? It does damage to people that are in the line that I throw my javelin in. Correct?
Yes. It's essentially very similar to lightning bolt. When you hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a 5 feet wide line, 5 feet wide, that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet. Each creature in the line must make a DC 13 Dex save, taking 4d6 lightning on a failed save and half as much on a successful one. The lightning bolt turns back into a javelin when it reaches the target. Javelin's property can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
In the meantime, it counts as a magic weapon.
Could you ping that to me on Facebook? And I won't use it this turn. I will. This thing's not in range anymore. You're a bit bugged, Nevado.
Nah. It's all good. It's all good.
20, 25. I'll be here for moral support.
Very good, very nice. Do you want to take a step back? No, nothing.
I'll go there and I'll say, stop hanging out at the back, you little bitch, and that'll be my go.
Nicely done. Sorry, I'm just looking up the things for lightning javelin so I can send it.
If it's just a regular item, I can just look up. But
oh yeah, just look up javelin of lightning.
Alright.
D&D javelin of lightning. You'll get it there. Cool. Next up, we have Le Balzanor.
Right. I'm going to do what I was going to try and do as a reaction. Attack green with
Mittens
my
the Firebolt.
Firebolt.
You could get
17 does hit, yes. 19 fire damage. And as you hit it with your lightning bolt, you can almost tell, like, its fur and things like that. It's almost very surprised that it burns as much as it does. You feel like it should probably have some kind of resistance, but with your wing, you're able to bypass that resistance, and therefore it deals some damage, boy. Very nice amount of damage as well. As you strike it sort of square in the chest as it's sort of just flying up. Nicely done. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to move to there.
Gonna move to there.
What my next score?
Go for it. Alright. And finally we have Nevado.
How are people feeling? I'm not going to talk to you guys actually. Gonna go here.
Oh, okay.
Gonna use obviously my highest level spell because fuck healing. We don't need no healing in this party, right?
You've chosen this path.
Sunbeam.
Sunbeam?
Anyone in particular, or are you just going to use it?
I'm just going to wave it around.
Where?
Oh, like this guy here mainly, but it's a beam. So if I can get this guy here, that's sick too.
I'll say you would have to. So he's 20 feet up in the air. So to do that, you have to voluntarily go prone to get that one. No, because they're both flying at 20 feet. So you can't hit both of them anyway. Sorry, I didn't see the flying symbol. So, like, yeah, you would have to get both of them, you would also have to be 20 feet in the air to hit
Challenge
both of them.
accepted.
How tall are they?
They are. How tall are they? They are
Yeah.
large creatures. They're about sort of like 10 feet tall on their sort of like 4 legs. Well, 8
So
feet tall on their 4 legs.
is their head 20 foot tall, like high flying, or is there?
I'd say like most of their body is, but if you're just going for like their bottom half and their legs, which is like swirling around the place, they'd get advantage.
Fine. Blue is going to be sunbeamed.
Blue's going to be sunbeamed. He's going to use his reaction to curl up his wings again, giving him advantage. But that is his reaction. Oh my fucking god, that's a 3 and a 1. Yeah, he's hit. Strike him with Sunbeam, that's 27 radiant damage. Nice. Goddamn hit.
Oh. He's also blind, no?
We'll see. Remember the other half of the creature he is.
Oh, he's got fucking blindside. Asshole.
Yeah.
So as you strike this thing, and it looks around, and it sort of like gets struck, and its eyes are like, you know, it's shut its eyes, it's sort of spinning around and circling. But it appears that as it's sort of like still flying, it still can hear you, and it almost looks directly at you with its head. Its eyes are like shut, and it's snarling and screeching from this damage. But it does manage to, it does seem like it can still see you.
Should have electrified it.
Maybe. I mean, you can do that, isn't it? Can't you do that just again freely on your next turn with Sunbeam?
Yep.
So
I believe so.
there we go. Cool. Next up, we have Mittens. You are stunned.
Correct.
I'm sorry. You can take no actions. Not what are the things of stunned? I think
I
it's.
was going to say, don't the bears get a go, but they're all dead, aren't they?
Oh no, they're not all
Well,
dead. They're all
No, but
stunned.
it's a concentration spell.
Oh, and you sacrifice that for... Okay, cool, that's fine.
Yeah.
Ah, right. That's why they
I
left.
mean, stuns
Because
doesn't
you
matter then,
still have
because
more.
It's my turn, I don't get a turn, I'm not stunned at the end of my turn, so don't worry about it.
That's fair. Actually, you're not stunned at the end of their turn.
Oh, their turn?
Their turn.
Oh, I thought you said it was my turn. Okay.
Everyone
sorry,
knows
I meant
JJ
better.
is scared of him still.
No, it's not. At the end of my turn, it's no longer scared of me.
Oh no, poor little kitty.
Indeed. So, with Mittens still stunned, sort of standing there, clutching his ears, you are deafened again. So roll me 1d4. You are deafened for 3 minutes.
Minutes. Okay.
Oh, my
Minutes.
I
Don't-
don't want damage to eardrum.
I don't
That
suppose
is
you
a
learned
damaged
Lacton
eardrum.
or BSL, did you?
Ouch. Now for thems. So we'll go red, blue, green thing and the same thing. So you guys you've all sort of ruined their plans because you now all run around and been assholes about it, really. So
I stayed where I was.
that is very true. So this thing is going to come down and you attack green, you attack blue. So I think they're all going to sort of look at each other and they'll snarl and sort of like screech a little bit at each other, trying to figure out what's going on. And then finally they make a decision. This one here is going to drop down back to ground level. And as it drops to ground level, it's going to move there. And it's going to come down and try and make an attack against you, Giri. In fact, it's going to try and make all of its attacks against you, because fuck you. There's a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
That's with its bite as it sort of drops down on you. So that's 9 piercing damage.
Mhm.
And, kind of crap, that's 4 necrotic damage.
So 13 damage. Cool.
13 damage. And it's going to try and swipe at you with its claws as well, because screw you. That's a 14 to hit. That'll miss. Green doesn't like Balzanor. Actually, we'll go with blue next, because they were the first two that screeched. So, not really liking you, Nevado. again, dropping down out of the sky. So let's take off.
It's just rude. It's just rude.
And again, going to try and have a go at you. So, again, 23 to hit.
No.
I just think you're being really nonchalant because you think it's blind, and it's just coming straight at you with everything it's got.
That is 11 piercing damage and 6 necrotic damage.
That's super interesting.
Is that... Were you going to try and say half that damage? Then you're like, your character?
I wish.
Next up, we're going to do Orange, who, well... Oh yeah, can you make a con save for your Sunbeam? Twice.
Twice?
Twice. It hit you twice.
Isn't it on the... No, but hang on. Isn't it only on the attack roll? Did one attack, no?
Did 2 attacks.
Didn't it attack and then...
Oh, is it not?
necrotic
Is it not
damage?
done its talons yet against you? Roll a con check for me to see if it's still there. First, we might as well do that now while we're all waiting.
Because it did one attack, it is slashing necrotic damage.
Yes.
Oh!
10. Oh, I think.
Still up.
Oh god, how much? It's still up. Yeah, cool. And next attack against you is a fucking 1. So yeah, but this
Very good, very nice.
bite comes down on your shoulder, but then you just manage to sort of duck
shit,
underneath
you
the
can still
swipe
see
that
me.
follows up.
That does not bother the
Yeah,
plan.
that is very much a thing in your mind right now of, oh fuck, it can still see me. Why hasn't this worked? Oh shit, yeah, bat wings. Now this one against you, Mittens, is going to take a couple of attacks against you. With advantage, that's 24.
Yeah.
Not avantage, surely not.
7 plus 4 is 11 piercing. And... Oh, interesting. A 17. Does that hit?
Yes.
I was getting confused between your characters.
Is there no necrotic on the first hit?
Oh, yes, there is.
JJ, just because I encouraged Ben doesn't mean you should encourage him. also.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That is 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And the second attack, yeah, 17 hits. Oh, God. That is only 7 slashing damage.
Okay, half 3.
And 5 necrotic damage.
Cool.
I think that's it for them, but then this green one is going to straddle on over. I shouldn't roll to see if he gets his thing back yet. Roll for the others. He doesn't. So instead, he's just going to fly on over to Balzanor.
Please don't
And-
straddle all over again.
Drop down 20 feet. Lands on the ground. Again. Bites. That is 25 to hit Balzanor.
Ow.
3, 7. Fucking hell. 11 slashing damage. Piercing damage, sorry. And 5 necrotic. And slashing. Ooh. That's 14 to hit. Is that a hit?
No.
No.
15 AC.
Ah, excellent. Again, much like Nevado, comes down, bites onto sort of like your shoulder or just your arm, and then just as the slash of its talons swipes up, you manage to duck out of the way, wrenching your arm free. And then, almost as if it were magic, they go back up again. So everyone gets an attack of opportunity, except for Mittens. You would have got one if it was, you're stunned.
We're back to 20 feet.
It can't be a spell attack.
It cannot, unless you have the Warcast defeat.
I'm going to attack it
Just
with
so I
nothing.
know.
They've gone back to 20 feet, haven't
They've gone back to 20 feet in the air.
Boring.
Nope.
You don't allow me to do what I want to do, Ben.
And nope.
That's a dreadful bunch. Jeez, what an awful round that is for us.
And these things flying back up into the air. unfortunately, they are very, very speedy, very, very sort of like agile and maneuverable. And they are just dicks. And unfortunately, none of you guys hit. Mittens, you're no longer stunned. Congratulations.
Yay.
Giri, it is your turn.
Right.
Right then.
Also, I don't want to be that guy, but if Mittens was stunned for that round, would he not get crit against him? Or
No, it's not a crit within 5 feet if you're stunned. It's only advantage on the roll.
within 5 feet? Oh, okay. Not that I'm trying to kill you, Mittens. You're
No,
a great guy.
I
but
double-checked it to make sure we got it right. Because we got it wrong before, that stun was a crit. When we were
Yes.
in the dark.
So I looked it up. Yes, Giri, what you doing?
So I'm a melee person, and it's almost like you plan this combat against melee people. So
Well,
I'm going to use
things there
my
with wings.
dick move. So how high is it up in there?
You have teammates that can make you fly, potentially, or
Well,
other
they're not
things that can
doing
make
it.
you fly. They're high. They're
how high are they?
20 feet in the air.
Okay. How does my javelin work? Does it go in a straight line, or can I bend it?
it goes
Like
in,
Beckham.
it goes
Can I
it
bend
goes
it
in a
like
straight
Beckham?
line. Sadly,
Okay.
What if you get a bit of spin on it, you know?
Yeah. If I was to throw it at green, it wouldn't go through red.
no.
Well, it would actually. It might do because it's within 5 feet, isn't it? Actually, no, not from where I'm stood. I'd have to be a bit further back.
Yeah.
Okay. Rightio then. So I was here, I think. So I'm going to go 5, 10. It'd be so good to get them in a line, but I just can't do it. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to throw my lightning javelin
Lightning javelin.
at this first one.
So it needs to make a
better be a hit.
DC 13 dex save, doesn't it? If it
Do I have to roll to hit?
put the thing in chat. I know I read it like a minute ago, but
When you had it in 6
I can't remember.
transformed to bolt lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet. Each creature
It's basically like
in the line excluding you.
yeah, it's basically a
Yeah.
lightning bolt. They don't. It doesn't need to roll to hit. It's just a dex save.
The lightning bolt turns back into a javelin when it reaches the target. Make a ranged weapon attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes damage from the javelin plus 46 lightning damage.
Okay, cool. So make a range weapon attack.
Oh, do I? Yeah, fighting spirit for advantage. I swear to
Fighting
God,
spirit for advantage.
I'm gonna kill someone. Please. 25.
25 hits. Yes, nicely done. So roll the damage for a javelin, and then it gets to make a save. Oh, yeah. Use its reaction for advantage. No. Fucking on that reaction, stupid. Fails the dex save.
I'll just refresh because my thing was there was something blocking my chat. So I get to the damage of a javelin and 46, yeah.
And 46, yeah.
Cool. It will take the full 46, but not the full javelin.
No, it's a magical javelin. It'll take the full javelin.
Okay. Yeah, so 22.
22.
Glyndon's pop back in.
It's always nice.
I'm hoping I can pick that up at the end.
22 damage, yeah, as you hurl this thing and just in the air begins to just form. And there is this just thunderous crack as suddenly it turns literally from a lightning, just from a javelin into just a bolt of lightning. Slams into the side of this thing as it's there. And it's now like stuck into it.
Okay, and I'll throw my final javelin into it as part of my attack, if that's okay.
16 hits.
28.
28 hits.
21.
Either way, it hits.
9.
9, half to 4. Nice. Efficient.
Being able to carry 5 javelins is very inconsiderate of people that can do 3 attacks.
Yes,
The math
well.
doesn't line up.
Yes, that is rather sad.
That's all my stuff, so yeah.
Cool. Next up, we have Balzanor.
I am out of level 5 spell slots. So can I use some sorcery points?
Yeah.
Do I just lose them, or do I have to have something to be able to do that?
No, I think you lose sorcery points and you gain spell slots.
How many?
But I don't know. Tell me.
7.
I don't know.
7 sorcery points for a fifth
7.
level spell.
7 sorcery points.
There we go.
Well, I'm losing a lot of sorcery points, but there we are.
There we are.
That's your bonus action.
That's my bonus action. Cool. Right. I am going to, now with my 5th level spell of Fast Step, jump above green.
Fast step is a
so that
bonus
when I
action.
fall down on top of him, my horns go right into him, and I'm going to try and grab onto him and,
Oh no!
Fast step is a bonus action.
is it not?
Look at the casting time.
Oh, shit. I can't do 2 bonus actions. Okay.
Try and
Okay,
save
well,
that for next
I've
turn,
saved-
or
I'll save it for next turn, because that's going to be when you can.
okay.
Spoiler alert for what we're gonna plan to do.
You still have your action, so there we go.
Yep. Well, then I will just firebolt green again.
Fireball green again. Roll to hit. Misses, I'm afraid. Again, sort of it sees you coming this time, just straight out the way. But yeah, looking forward to that next turn.
That's annoying.
That should be
My
good.
shout at Balzanor after he does that. Like, I'll just say, if we make it out of this alive, we're definitely having some target practice.
Next up is Nevado.
Nevado.
Well, it seems to hit me with no issue, but it doesn't hit the bad guys.
Okay, so I'm the sunbeam, because he's flying back up. I don't need to move it, so I'm guessing that's just another.
That's just another. I guess to make another save.
Attack. roll.
Yeah. Alrighty, guess to make another save. Con save. Let's see what it's got. No. Fails again. These things are shit on their saves, I have to say. So that's 24 damagios again.
Okay, and then
The sunbeam beams up into his neck.
That's a reaction.
and then I'm going to cast lightning bolt.
Is that your...
It's not an action if I don't move it.
It's not an action if you don't move it, it just happens. Alright.
That's what I take from the spell
Beam of
description.
brilliant light. Each creature within a line must make a constitution saving throw. Fail save, creature takes 68 raging damage, blinded until your next turn. Successful save, it takes half of the damage, isn't blinded by the spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the save. You can create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. For the duration, a multi-brilliant light shines in your hand. It sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius. So it says you can create a new line of radiance on your turn. I'm imagining, so sunbeam happens, and then it fades, and then as an action on your turn, just you get to do it again.
It's the word flashes in that first
Yeah.
sentence, I think.
Yeah, flashes out from your hand in a 5 foot, because that would be insane if you just, as a free action, got to just deal 68 damage. So sadly, that is your
What's the
action.
problem?
But you still have a bonus action, and movement, and all that good stuff.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. I, for a minute,
Wow.
thought that was insane. But
Me too.
after reading it,
It's
fine.
like Tony Stark hand blasters.
yeah.
Well, at least I don't have to cast.
Don't have to cast it again.
Well,
So provided you can keep concentration, it's pretty good. But
Yeah,
It's pretty good. I mean, it's 68 damage every turn, and they potentially get blinded every turn.
Yeah, so currently you're on
So that's pretty good.
12d8 from a single spell.
Yeah. So yeah, what would you like to do? You have a bonus action, you have movement. If anything, that is.
No, I'm going to not do anything.
Not do anything. Oh, Luke, I also put a thing in your bio, down in the treasure bit. I put some information about your cloak.
Ah, lovely.
And I added the spell on it does for you. Meant to say that, didn't say that. That's sad. Cool. Mittens, finally, you have a go again.
I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to here.
Uh-huh.
I am going to bonus action to drop my rage.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to action Steel Wind Strike. These guys. Unless it's
Alrighty.
on the ground. No, it just says choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. The range is 30 feet of where I'm starting.
Yeah, no, that's that makes sense to me.
Okay, so first attack against green.
First attack against green. 14 misses, I'm afraid, as you sort of slash for it. Misses, you kick off green. Red hits, however. 28 force damage. Fucking hell.
Fuck you, spell. I'm now 15 feet in the air when the spells.
You are now 15. Yeah, so you've just seen Mittens suddenly, like, the ground around him begins to shimmer, sort of like small sort of flicks of snow and rocks begin to rise up. Charges up forwards. Unfortunately, green is pretty quick, and so you just have to sort of kick off of it. You deal this devastating attack to red, and then in the momentum you swing around to blue, but again, blue is, the last one in the line. It manages to sort of dodge off. You kick off of it sort of like head, and now you're mid-air. Gladly with D&D you fall almost immediately, so just make me a quick dex save. 15, yeah, you're fine. So you land wherever you want to land, or wherever you can land. Perfectly fine.
It ends within
on your
5
feet.
feet of this target. So
Okay.
there, and then I'll fall to the ground.
And then you fall to the ground. Alright.
I like the idea that we've seen you do that before. So when we see you charge up to do it, we're like, oh, here we go. It's the big plays now. And then it's like you missed the first one. Oh, he's just getting his aim in, hits the second one. Yes, and then misses the third one. Oh, for God's sake.
Because you're falling 5 feet from it, that is technically an attack of opportunity. As you're moving from within its range, out of its range. Not voluntarily. That is a very good point. All right, I'll leave that then.
Man's just negotiated himself out of it. That's the best they see there is, negotiation.
Cool. At which point it is their turn once more. Let's just see what they've got. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this blue one doesn't like the fact that you guys are like right over him right now. So he's going to move over 5, 10. Wait, no, that was like ridiculous. He went from there, so it's 5, 10, 15.
You could just go diagonally straight over the top and look above the things.
Indeed. 5, 10. I'm going to work on that slightly. So he was here. Going to go 5 to here. And then drop down. This guy is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I need Giri, Mittens, and Nevado to make con saves, as again it curls up, releases this epic screech of pain. Mittens, you are stunned once more.
What do we need to make? Con save.
Con save, my friend.
Oh, yes.
Giri, you're alright?
Oh.
Oh, Nevado, you are just alright.
Oh.
Do you know what I like to think has helped, and it's the reason Mittens is failing all these saves, is that we're really good with horrible noises because we listen to him play the bagpipes.
He puts earplugs in when he plays, so he's not with it. This blue one on the ground is now going to make a couple of strikes.
So
he moved before that one.
Who did that? Orange?
Orange did that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So he moved before Orange did that. So I'll say the blue one is first going to make a strike against you, Giri. We've got 14 to hit. And then Screech. Mittens. It's going to attack you. That one would hit. That one hits again. That's 23. So that's... Oh god. Shit. That is 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And... that's... Okay. 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Orange has used his turn. So he's going to move... 5... 10... No, he can't move anymore. I mean, he can, but he doesn't really want to. He's happy up there. This guy isn't fine.
He's airborne.
He's
Blue's on the
airborne.
floor.
Blue is now on the floor, and he's happy to stay on the floor with Mittens there. And then these two, 5, 10, 5, drop to the ground.
Oh, Balzanor. When's Davyak sweeping in and saving the day? Is that happening soon?
Couple of hits against you. Ooh, 14. We said that missed last time, didn't we?
Yep.
Is that 14 with advantage? Or
That was 14 with advantage. 2 14s with advantage from Green. He's doing fucking well. Yeah, red hits. Fucking hell, that's a natural 19. So that is with a bite. Jesus Christ, come on. 1. Jesus Christ, that's 6 piercing damage. And 6 necrotic damage. And second...
Sorry, man, did you do all of those with advantage?
I did, yeah.
Would it not have been just 2 of them with advantage, because one of them would have moved in first? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah,
Well,
one's
they
got to
got-
move in, make its attacks, and the other's
Yeah.
then got to make its attack.
Because they weren't in your melee range to
Green.
start with.
Green moved in first anyway. So I guess Green didn't hit anyway. So
Yeah, that was just for like future
Made sense.
reference.
yeah. For future reference, I need to do their full, each token's
Yeah.
full turn
I know it's
before.
easier for you to do everything
Yeah.
in one go.
Yeah. And then second
Also,
attack against
I don't
you,
want Matt to die.
Balzanor.
No, I don't want him to die.
That is God.
Surprisingly, Giri's
18.
caring about Balzanor when Balzanor, fucked him last time.
But Sam cares about Matt.
Ah,
8 plus 4. That is 12 slashing damage and 5 necrotic damage. And that is their turn. So we have blue one on the ground, orange in the air, red and green also on the ground, flanking Balzanor. Giri,
it's on the ground. Oh, even better.
your turn.
Okay, right. I'm gonna stare across the Nevado and I'll say, "Big boy shit now, please." Make of that what you will. And I'm gonna use my final fighting spirit.
Mm-hmm.
How's the one in front of me looking?
The one in front of you, he's looking okay. He's looking all right, actually. He's not looking the worst he's ever been.
Okay. Let's change that. So I'm going to strike 3 times with my blade with advantage. Please be good hits. 23.
23 hits.
12. I know, still getting half. That's an issue.
12, getting half to
Yeah.
6.
Go again. 23 again.
23 again hits.
14. Half again.
Half
And
to
then
7.
20.
20 hits.
17. That's good damage. I forgot to reroll. There's a 2 in that first 12, Ben. So I'm just going to reroll
Yeah.
it and see if I get any different. 5. Okay, so that'll be 15 damage. So it'd be an extra 2. Yeah?
Yeah.
No. It'd be 7 instead of 6. It'd be 7 instead of 6. Okay, and then I'm going to action surge.
Okie dokie.
And I will hit 3 times again. All with advantage still. 21.
Yeah, hits.
I get to reroll both those. They're not much better. So that's 13. So that's 6 damage instead.
That's
and then we'll
6
hit
damage
again.
instead, yep.
Advantage, 25. 16 damage, half to 8.
16 damage.
And then final one. 17.
17 hits.
Alright. And then, yeah, okay.
And finally, could you roll decent damage on that last one? That is it. After this flurry of extremely brutal attacks, just affronting this thing's like face, its arms, its neck, its everything. And I don't think with many of those I can.
First reaction, too late.
Yeah, I'll say a bit too late. You've already rolled the damage for it. It's we'll say it was just getting attacked so many times. Yes, the final sort of attack, and these attacks are like extremely skilled, extremely deadly blows, just sort of to its face, its throat, its shoulders, like one of its arms, its wings, and then the final attack. You've sort of like brought this one attack up, and this final attack just stab straight into the throat. It tries to sort of like screech and and just flick your blade off with this sort of like strange black blood. And it falls dead. Well done.
Yeah. I'm then going to look
Taking one off the board.
I'll look at Nevado and say, remember what I said.
Cool. Nevado?
Move.
No, Balzanor. Any movement?
10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, just because you're in a bit of trouble, I'll come over and I'll sit with Balzy.
Oh.
Who was about to do something that might.
Oh, Giri,
No,
you might have hurt yourself there.
Consider this penance for your performance last week or the week before that.
I was just about to do the most powerful thing I think I could ever do. That's alright. That's
It's
Very good, very nice.
what I'm going to do instead.
I think you do have, just to remind you, I think you do have something that will give him advantage on a roll against something you do. If you still wanted to do it, allow him to pass.
Have a spell.
I think you have that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I remember you adding it.
And if you didn't pick
It's called like careful spell.
now.
You do have careful spell. So you can give any amount of creatures advantage on a saving throw. One sorcery point. It'd be 1 sorcery point to give him advantage.
It depends what the save is, Matt, because there are some that I promise you with advantage will make little difference.
Spell save DC is 15.
I mean, it's your call.
It's going to be bad.
You do
fail
you.
this, though.
He's a fighter.
Can I just before I cast this spell, can I ask what his HP's on? Is that something that can happen?
I mean, yeah.
Giri, what is your HP?
I mean, you can quickly just ask, "How are you doing?" Which is essentially like in-game going, "What's your HP?" Because obviously we don't work on HP values.
I've run over to help you, and you're surrounded by 2 bat wolves, and the first thing you say when I come over is, "How you doing?" I'm good. How are you? I'm here to help you. I'm really good, but how are you?
You're really good.
I'm really good, but how are you?
Get out of the fucking way.
Ooh. Yeah, but JJ's just worked out what I'm planning to do. Thunder step. Ben, can I take Giri with me? Because this will save a lot of the issue.
Can you take Giri with me? You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range immediately after you display a thunderous boom sounds. Each creature within 10 feet of you must make a con save, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, passes by something successful, and the thunder can be heard up to blah 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 blah. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity.
Yeah.
The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast the spell, and there must be an unoccupied
Giri, you
space
made
within
it.
5 feet of the destination.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Right.
Oh,
Generally, this is what I was planning the entire time. I'm going to thunder step level 6.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Which,
what's that then? Damage.
which should be, if I've calculated this right, so it's currently it's a level 3 spell, and it is, where is it? 3d10. So 3d10, 4d10, 6d10.
6d10. Alright. Does it say, so where are you thunder stepping to?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm just going to go over here, back to, nope, not there.
I just came from here.
Yeah, but we're going to, it's their turn next, isn't it?
No, it's not their turn next. It is Nevado's turn next, then Mittens, then them. It also says it also doesn't say anything about you staying on the ground. It just says a space. So if you wanted to go up anywhere as well.
Yeah, I can go wherever, can't I? I'm just going to move away, so it means that they won't gang up in one place. So I'm going to just move over here. So it should get them moving about a bit.
Giri, you can move with him.
Gary, come with me.
I think I'll start now.
So they need to make
6d10.
6d10. Is it a con save, yeah?
It is... Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's gone.
Ooh. It's a spell save?
Yeah, Constitution save, yeah.
They pass.
Oh, you...
With a 15.
What? Anyway,
Well, both.
can I do it?
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. There's more of them. Okay, the second one passes as well. That was a lot better of a pass.
Where is it?
It's still half.
Still half.
Still half. Better be big. Better be big. Better be worth it. Where is it? There it is. Wave level 6. We're ready.
Boom.
Yes.
That's 30. What? 32. Half to 16. Still 16 thunder damage.
That's not as big as I thought it'd be. It makes me sad.
You did decent damage to 2 of them.
I mean, yeah, you did decent damage to 2 of them, and as you sort of fly over there, both of them just screech like clawing at their sort of like ears and on the ground, shuffling and things like that. They really didn't like that at all. Anything else?
Got to praise you for your ingenuity there. That was quite cool.
That was pretty cool. You've even noticed as you sort of boom forward, some of the crystals just next to you just smash as you sort of charge forward. Just these smaller ones. The bigger ones are fine. Don't worry. And even this, like, you know, this path in the snow way has just been like erupted in the direction you went. But there you are. Anything else on your turn? Any bonus actions? Any things? You still technically have movement.
That's very true.
Step back up again for another hit.
Is orange on the floor?
Orange is in the air.
Okay, that's not what I'm going to do then. Then I don't really have a plan because whatever happens, they'll just move, won't they? So wait until they move somewhere else.
Fair enough. All right. In that case,
Actually, I might just move so I'm not next to Giri, so that they can't make sort of attacks on both of us in the same spot. So I'll just move away.
Nevado, it is your turn. Your friend is seemingly sort of like woozy and a bit stunned and holding his ears next to you. There is a thing 20 feet above
I
you.
hold my ears like this actually, Ben, because they're on top of my head.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And your hands glow with radiant sunlight energy. They tingle.
Not for much longer.
Polymorph. What are you?
Fucking legend.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Personal question, Ben.
I mean that's great, Luke, but that's
So
sadly the stats of it.
Nevado transforms into Aramis.
The hero we need right now.
No. Nevado transformed into Luke, which is cool and all, but Luke in D&D is just a commoner. So you have 4 HP and your attack it has a -1 penalty to it.
How rude. How rude.
But that's the most backhanded compliment you've ever said, because you said he's a legend, but he's also shit.
No, what are you turning into?
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Was there any doubt?
Do.
Well, I was tempted to go for the old giant ape, but you know.
Just fucking roars out into the open air. This thing now is confused. I don't think you're still tall enough to reach it as a T-Rex.
I have a 10-foot reach with my bite and tail, so
All right.
I would argue that I am, and I'm a T-Rex, so I wouldn't argue.
Well, I mean, yeah. I just looked it up. T-Rex is 12 feet tall. So yeah. Sure. You can reach.
That's Can you imagine being that thing? I am fine against all these puny things.
I am fine.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
This is what fighting Felix is like.
Cool.
So I'll make a bite attack.
Do you get to make an attack as part of the thing that transformed, like your turn transforming?
Pretty sure.
Because it's your action to transform. One creature must make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect. Lasts for the duration until the target drops. New form can be a beast, rating targets against statistics, mental stability scores. Target assumes that hit points. First back to its normal form. Reverse the result of dropping. As long as the excess damage doesn't reduce to 0, the creature is limited in actions it can perform. It doesn't say, and technically it is your turn. So sadly, your action is to turn into a T-Rex.
Well. That was most disappointing.
If you think about it, that'd be nuts if he could turn into the T-Rex and also deal out an attack on the same turn.
If you're a sorcerer, bonus action cast it.
I'm gonna stand over Mittens.
You're gonna stand over Mittens. I'll say he is a huge thing. I'll say you can do that. You can definitely stand over him or on top of him. And Mittens, you now have half cover to attacks against you. Cool. Any bonus actions? You've used some movement. Is that about it?
I don't have any other bonus actions.
You'd have to be more there. But there you go.
Oh, I was imagining straddling him.
Yeah, but it's square is this one.
Ah, okay.
And your squares. Although you're only 12 feet tall, so technically you can actually stand there.
I could stand under it.
You're kind of under it.
Placement.
Just a T-Rex dong swinging around.
I think T-Rexes, they're like dogs, it's like the lipstick thing, no?
No, they're reptiles. They laid eggs.
Not the male ones, JJ.
Yeah, but they're also like snakes. It's internal until it's needed.
Yeah,
it's needed right now. Yeah, that's give these guys a good dicking.
yeah.
Mittens, it's your go. You're stunned.
Yeah. Great time.
He is stunned by what he's seeing.
Yeah,
and monsters, so they get to roll
something.
Orange. No, you. Yes, finally. Well, I say finally, not really finally. So it was the green one who had that, and they've fucked off. So, in light of recent events,
Tasty lion meat.
big thing has come by. So, this boy Actually, which one of them is better? Yeah, only slightly. But this boy is going to sort of swoop himself into the air about 5 feet, 10 feet. And then 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 60.
Oh no.
5. And then back down. No, this is interesting. 5. Yeah, it's 10 feet above you. It can still make an attack against you. And you can also make attacks against it because it's a big creature. So there we go. So it's going to make a couple of attacks against you. 17 plus 24.
Yeah.
Uh, 10 piercing damage.
Yep.
And 9 necrotic. Finally, some decent fucking damage from necrotic. And 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, finally. Oh, dear lord. 22 slashing.
Oh my god. He's Louise.
And oh fuck no, 6 necrotic. As it swoops over towards you, bites you, almost lifting you off the ground very briefly. This necrotic sort of ichor seeping into your shoulder. But you manage to sort of push it off, let yourself go. You land, and just as you land, it lets itself fall for a brief minute, and in its swooping back up, it just slashes down at you with these 2 huge talons. Orange is technically next it would go green, so I'm just going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Can everyone make a Constitution saving throw again? Not everyone, just Nevado as a T-Rex, and Mittens, you're already stunned, so you don't have to make this save.
But wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it would affect your thing. So roll a con save again.
Why did I open my mouth?
Why do you open your mouth? Nevada, was that as a T-Rex? So what needs to get added on to that one?
T-Rex got like +4 con or something.
If it's +4, then it's just your regular con.
I'm muted. I was talking to you, and you guys were saying things to me, and I'm like, I've fucking answered.
Yeah,
I have the same con as a T-Rex. So,
which is kind of insane. You are a tough man. Unfortunately, you fail, so you're stunned and incapacitated, and therefore little again.
Well, I'm glad we all enjoyed that. That was really good.
I'm really sorry. It's not close enough to make an attack against you, however, because it moved 35. It can move 5 feet. Now it's close enough, but that was his action. So yeah, this one, 5, 10, drop down 30.
Yeah,
Bunch of attacks.
Okay.
Correct fish. No, that's a 21 to hit you, Nevado.
Yeah, that's...
Oh god, that's a 5. No, plus 9 piercing damage. And oh fucking hell, 2 necrotic damage. You're lucky shits, double ones. And now we have the talons, which are going to be against Mittens because it doesn't like Mittens. That's with advantage.
I have a suspicion you're close to going down here, JJ.
22 to hit you, Mittens.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll hit me. You know,
I'm really sorry. I haven't meant to kill you in every battle. I swear. You're just there, you know. You're just being there. you're just there, you know. Alright, so that is 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And oh god, that's a bit better. And 8 necrotic damage.
Cool.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Oh god. You guys are tough, man. I thought you were dead. There we are. And
I would guess by JJ's facial expression, it's not far off.
I can do this all day.
We can do this all day. That
He says in his mind because he's stunned.
That is its go. I'm also very, very sorry. It's more you just like on the ground. Like imagine someone like throwing like a flashbang at you, except you're not blinded. So it's just you like can't hear anything. You can't anything. It's just awful. Giri, this thing is within range.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. How's he looking?
He's looked better, but he's not the worst he's ever been.
Okay, that's very big. I'm gonna bonus action second wind, so I will get back some healies.
Some healing.
Fighter level, so that's... Well, what are we now? 13? 12?
12.
12. 12 plus a d10. Is it good?
He's good.
Oh,
That's
really
very good. So that's 22 hit points back, which is actually quite good.
That is really good. Fuck.
That's more
Almost
than
negates the hit I just took. I did just take a mammoth hit, but that's kind of cancelled out. So
You did
good.
take a mammoth hit, to be fair. D10s are tough.
We're gonna smack this boy up.
Smack the bitch up.
Oh no, my character sheet's got funny. I went into spells by accident, and Giri doesn't have any spells, so I think my character sheet went a bit like.
What are you doing? It's so dust like billowing out of the spells section.
Oh, please be. I don't have advantage on these, so let's hope they're good. 24.
24 hits.
Oh, and I'll reroll that too.
15 rerolls
It's gonna be a
2.
6. Oh, it's a 1.
So do you have to take the reroll?
Yeah, but it doesn't actually change because it's halved. It doesn't change it. So that's the
Okay,
worst
cool.
reroll ever. Right, that's first hit. Cool. Second hit, please. 14. No, that's not gonna do it.
Misses, sadly.
On a hit. Big boy plays. 19.
Reaction. Misses.
Oh, boom.
I'm
Okay.
very sad.
That's alright. And then I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go round here. And I'll sort of like be drawing its gaze, like it's still looking at me. And as I'm drawing its gaze, I'll sort of beckon with my hand to Balzanor. Like,
Come on.
I'm giving it the old one too.
I don't even need to use that spell I used 7 sorcery points for. I've got to run up.
Nice. Cool. In which case we have Balzanor. You are next up.
Yes. Let me just check what I want to do before I do it.
That is always a good thing to do.
I realised I had to close my character sheet, so I've got to... No, again, I should have been prepared. Right. Now it's frozen. Fuck's sake. So I'm wondering if I use my horns, is that a bonus action?
I don't know. Is it?
That's what I'm sort of wondering. Because you can use my hands and then my head, is what I'm guessing. But
where does it say? Goring Rush. Immediately after you use the dash action on your turn and move at least 20 feet, you can make one melee attack with your horns as a bonus action. Are you using the dash
the hammering horns? The hammering horns, though.
Oh, hammering horns. Immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack as part of the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to shove that target with your horns. The horns must be within 5 feet of you. No, the target must be within 5 feet of you and no more than one size larger than you. Unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw against your DC equal to 8 plus proficiency plus strength modifier, you push it up to 10 feet away.
I think,
So,
to be honest, I'm only probably going to make one attack because I'm assuming it's going to try and fly away. So I'm going to run up to it. Do I gain anything by doing Goring Rush, like an extra speed or damage? No, I don't. Okay.
Nope. As long as
No.
you...
So I'm just going to try and attack it with my horns, but grab onto it. So I'm on its
grab
back.
onto it. So you're on its
So
back.
I've gone in with the horns, and I'm grabbing onto it. So if he flies away, I go with him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you move up to it, and then you take the dash action to try and climb it, essentially, which
Yeah,
is
okay.
essentially what this is. So make an athletics check, contested by its athletics check.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Balzanor. You, sir, are on its back.
Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, you can make
headbutting it with spikes.
headbutt it with spikes. Roll to hit.
Yes. That is something I have to do.
Oh, get in.
And a 21 hits.
Oh.
5 damage. Sadly reduced to 2.
Well, it's damage. And I'm there.
And you're there. You're there. You're on top of it. Things are terrible for it. And this is just fucking crazy, I think. Because 20 feet, you can make one attack with your horns bonus action. Yeah, cool. That's it. Yeah, nice. You've just leaped up onto this thing and just shunk, and you just this like faint roar and growl as it's trying to shake itself off, move off of you. And you notice, actually, I mean, you're a pretty beefy thing. I'm going to say it gets to make no. It
Oh,
lowers.
it's back. How, can it get me? I assumed it can't get me.
It can't, and because you're a pretty big, heavy thing, it lowers 5 feet. I made an
Yeah,
athletics
that's what it
check
does.
for it, and it failed. So it rolled a 7. So it's lowered 5 feet as well. It's struggling to lift itself. It'll have to make another check. Cool. Nevado, you're not a T-Rex anymore. In
Sadly.
fact, you're actually. Oh no, you're actually stunned. So roll me a d4.
Fuck.
You are deafened for 1 minute. This is very sad. Mittens, you're also stunned. I'm really sorry.
He says whilst laughing.
I say while laughing, yeah.
While plotting out how viciously he's going to murder everyone on the next turn.
Yeah. Monsters, their turn. We get to see if they have it. No. Nope. And nope for the first time in fucking forever. Okay, so to hit Mittens, first one. That is, oh my god, that's awful. That's a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, with advantage hits.
Is
Nice.
there not something slightly disrespectful about Ben saying 16 is an awful attack roll?
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping it would be better. That is
Unnecessary, really.
8 piercing damage. And only 3 necrotic damage. You're down?
But he's just playing dead.
That was very dramatic. That was very dramatic, but also not at the same time.
My man, unfortunately,
I pass.
goes down. As this bite, sort of like it bites you and you just can't hold on any longer, lifts you up, and then with its bite just almost spits you out, slamming you into the ground. Second attack, Nevado. Thank God it has advantage. Oh God, 14.
See, this is an interesting thing
Uh-huh.
because I have my shield, which makes it 15, and I assume because I'm in battle, I have it, but I did just turn into a T-Rex. And then
But when you
was
turn into a
forced out of
T-Rex,
it.
things get morphed into you.
So
So
then,
it's not like you would have to put it away.
so
So you have your shield, is what you're saying.
does not hit.
Does not hit. 14 doesn't hit on the
You're
second attack
stunned.
for
You want
orange.
to scratch your head, and your shield is here, and it's like trying to hit you while you're scratching your head.
Well, it's more like just in this like surge of thing, you open your eye for a brief second through the pain, and you just see it, and you almost like just twirl on yourself, and as it sort of goes to scratch you with its talons, you just about manage to block it off, but then the other one gets hits on you. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, no. Shield ain't saving me from that.
That is 9 piercing damage,
Okay.
and
Turn both attacks on the hit.
yeah, and 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And the second one, double 17s, Well, that's double 17 then plus, so that's 24 to hit. And then, oh Jesus, 11, 4, that's 15 slashing damage, and 6 necrotic.
Yeah, I don't think we get very far running.
Its turn. It's going to try and make. It's going to try and make the red one's turn.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry, you're okay. You're okay. the purple one, which suddenly flies in through the trees. No, the red one's turn is going to try and make an athletics check, and with an 18 plus 4, 22, it gets to fly. So up it goes.
Love to fly.
Fly, fly, fly. Half its movement.
They fly now.
Half its movement because you're on its back. Giri, you get an attack of opportunity.
Boy, I'm gonna cut it.
Hit it. Hit it. Do it.
Douche. 16. Isn't
Yes,
it?
you are the douche.
Do you get advantage because I'm there?
Oh, good question. It's a very good question. I think it's a very valid
I mean,
question.
I'm above and you're below. I'm above and
This
he's
is
below.
the only scenario where that would work.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a generous and kind.
You are
Like, I'm a
very
kind and
much.
generous god, so you get advantage. It's a critical
Yeah.
hit. Roll the damage, sir.
Oh, yes.
There's a 2 in there I can reroll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mhm.
The shits and giggles. It's now a 3. Hoi.
So that's 15 plus 9. That's 24. 12
So 12.
halved. And as it starts to fly up, Giri just straight, like, it almost has to bellow itself briefly before it takes this huge thing up. And as it bellows itself, Giri just whooshing, and suddenly it begins to drop. A line of just blood appears straight from belly all the way up to throat, nose, pours all over you, Giri, very sadly. You're now covered in this black blood.
Oh, exactly what I wanted.
And then with just this heavy thud, just Balzanor still on its back, just lands hard on the ground. Very much dead. Very nicely done.
Huzzah!
had a fun
Thank you
time.
for being generous. You
You're
got me the
welcome.
advantage, so
That is very true. Yeah.
it was a good play. It was a good play.
It was a good play, and it's lucky he got that crit because that final damage did it. And otherwise, I'm going to be honest, it was flying up and up and up and dropping you off.
You made a difference because I've now got my spell slot to get out of there.
Good point.
There was a plan behind it. Yeah.
I mean, unless you have a reaction spell to stop yourself falling, then that wouldn't have mattered because you fall at a rate of 500 feet a second. Well, in a
Oh
round.
shit! I
So-
didn't know that.
That would hurt. Giri, it's now your go.
Is the green one on the floor?
The green one is indeed on the floor.
Oh, look at Balzanor. I'm assuming he's flat on his face.
He's okay. I mean, you were mounted on it, so now you're just mounted on this
Did
dead
it tell me like
creature.
soften my landing?
I mean, yeah, you're now just on top of this
Sitting
dead
on
creature.
this.
It'll take you. I'll say it'll take you 5 feet to get off it, and then move. But
I'll look at him and say, good teamwork. And then I'll go 5, 10, 15,
I would say, yeah. High five.
20.
also, Mittens and Nevado, you're both now not stunned. Mittens, you've just realised you're down.
That's the thing. What?
Oh, I'm dead.
well, it's probably at this point, like, you can't hear anything that's going on, but it's only now you're sort of realising, like, just the pain coursing through you. That's a very, very good point. Pain coursing through you and hurting you is, like, really bad. Can you make me a con save as well? We never did this. Can you make me a con save for injuries?
Cool.
Roll a d20.
Oh!
Mittens, roll me a d6. This could be bad.
Oh my god!
So remember
no.
remember when it lifted you up and slammed you back down? As it let go, your left arm went with it.
Ah!
Wow.
From about the wrist up, your left arm is gone. Just
Thank the
complete,
Lord for no more
just
backflips.
completely gone.
Oh, Luke, that's way too soon. Oh, take a break. Take a break. That's not okay.
Oh.
And it's probably now, like, as you're sort of opening your eyes, the pain in your head is finally going, and you're down, and you're sort of like in and out of consciousness, and it's like it's one of those scenes from movies and stuff where everything's a blur, and in your vision you've just seen them guys kill one, and you've sort of just seen Giri run over into you, and then as you look down, there is no arm, and it's one of them weird situations where you can still feel your arm, but you don't. It's not within your vision at the minute. However, Nevado, as you're looking at this one, you come out of consciousness and you realize, oh shit, it's in the orange one's mouth. Holy fuck. Okay. I bet you're glad you messaged me that to check, aren't you? I bet you're really glad of that.
Yeah.
You should be, because that's kind of cool.
It is cool. I mean, it's shocking, but it's cool.
Them's the moments, you know.
Giri,
We don't play
you're up
IRL
still.
D&D and Ben's now going back. Those would be different stakes.
Is Giri up?
Yeah.
I felt like
Yeah,
I was.
because
That's
that
why I've
was
not
his-
been in
that was
ages
his- it
because
was-
I was
Yeah,
not right in the head for a bit. That's why.
indeed.
Welcome.
Giri, you are now. You wouldn't have had advantage with that thing, but you now do because he's not stunned. So
Yeah. Right.
start.
Yeah. So I've done that and then turned around to see what the other group are doing, and I've seen that Mittens is missing his arm. So I'm gonna fucking charge over here. We're going straight into this thing with advantage because Nevado gives it to me.
Boom, boom. Roll
28. Oh yes, 28.
Yes, 28 hits. Jesus Christ.
I'll reroll that one. Oh, max damage. 12
Max
plus 5 is
damage.
17, 19.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Half,
And then-
sadly,
Yeah, that's
to
okay. 9.
8.
9.
No, 8. No, yeah, 9. One of my maths is awful.
That's alright. And then we'll hit again. 20.
Oh,
20 reaction.
sorry.
No,
Reaction.
even with his reaction, hits, because that would be its AC.
14.
Reacting on.
I'll reroll that too. That's a 1. 13, 6 damage. And then we'll hit one final time. 18.
18. Ooh.
You did allocate that last one as his reaction.
I did allocate that last one as reaction because it was my mistake, so...
Is that just for the one attack, or is that for the whole turn?
No, yes, you're right, it's for the whole turn because he lifts his
Oh, is
wings
it?
up.
Like, it's like shield.
instead of parry.
Yeah. It keeps it up for its whole turn.
His AC is
So
20 when it's
His
up.
AC is 20 when it's up, so sadly that one,
Okay,
that final
that's fair
one doesn't
enough.
hit.
I mean, I was too
And as you sort of plunge your blade like through its wings, because you manage like to get your blade just sort of through the gap in its wings, and then it sort of slowly begins to open them, and you can just see the snarl, blood's dripping out of its mouth, one of its eyes. You fucking given this thing a massive gash round, but sadly, it's not quite dead yet. But shit, does it look close?
Okay.
Have I
I'm
missed
going to.
No,
a go? Okay.
because you were stunned.
You were down?
This is what I was thinking, JJ.
Yeah.
Because you
What,
guys
as
were
in, like,
stunned.
roll the death save? Or...
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes, actually. So go ahead and roll me a death save. I apologize. Okay.
Oh,
So-
what do we do now?
So retconning everything, you suddenly get up. You've only got one arm.
With an arm?
You try and pick up your greatsword. Sadly, you can't wield it. I think it's with disadvantage. It's two-handed. Oh, you just can't do it. Right.
You still lost an arm then? Was that before you lose an arm?
Yeah. So he missed an arm. He got his arm thinged off, and then he
Yeah,
suddenly
that's-
just got up. It's almost like getting out of the stunned thing. You suddenly wake up, realize there's no arm, adrenaline very suddenly rushes through your body, and you just leap back up. And we'll get to we'll do your turn now for easiness' sake. We'll say you getting back up is enough.
I'm just gonna be like, I don't think I'd even get up just by staring at like this stump as a musician. I've now lost my hand, just like on the ground. It's like.
I wish that he went for an attack without an arm, and just nothing happened. And like, what? Oh, shit.
Just like.
Oh no.
Floor, just like grabbing.
Yeah, so you essentially just
like
forfeiting your turn a little bit.
Essentially, to just be like, oh shit, I've lost an arm.
Is it gushing at this point? You know,
it's probably gushing.
Spurting?
It is probably spurting, probably gushing. Your lovely blue robes are very much stained with your own blood. It's not a fun experience for anyone. So then, Giri, that was. I mean, do you have any bonus actions you'd like to do? Any more movement?
I'm going to use my mask. Unless you don't want to do it, sorry.
JJ, was there anything you did want to do on your turn? No. Okay, so use your mask.
Yeah.
That's one charge. You turn invisible.
I just turn invisible.
Until the beginning of your next turn, you turn invisible.
Okay.
I've made it. I'm just making it that simple because there's a lot of new stuff going on with these characters, and don't need to.
So
make
I'd like cut this guy up. He's turned around to face me, and then I'll just.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see him beneath the mask, but I would smile and then just. Go on.
Yeah. It's like opened up its wings as your blade hasn't actually hit it, and it snarls at you. And then you just sort of snarled back beneath your mask, and you're gone. And then suddenly it went from like this really menacing thing to, oh fuck. Balzanor, it is your go.
Right. Well, so 5 movement to get out. 10, 15, 20, 5. I can get to there. Is that advantage on green with Giri?
No, you would have to be in the space next to it to have advantage on green with Giri. So, you'd have to be there.
You can get it with Mittens, technically.
I can get up, sorry, can't I?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what threat Mittens is posing, but...
I didn't even fucking weave. I dropped a shoulder. And
I don't want to say, Jay, that's the most shocking thing that's happened to a character.
that is one of the biggest things, that's happened. I mean, technically, Oramus has lost an eye.
I was their stupid fault, though.
But that was voluntary. This is a fiend wolf bat biting your arm off. That's a little more, So, Balzanor, what would you like to do?
I am going to firebolt again.
Firebolt.
I can do it as many times as I like.
Within 5 feet of it, that is with disadvantage. That just makes it a regular straight roll.
Yeah. That sucks. But I've seen it, so I'll do it.
Still hits. No, it doesn't. Till the end of his turn. Wings are up.
Wow, it's a waste.
Misses sadly as your firebolt just sort of like dissipates over its wings. Anything else? Any bonus actions? Anything? Any more for any more?
No, there's not much else.
Nevado, you're no longer stunned. You look down. Mittens has lost an arm. He's screaming, but he can't hear himself screaming. He's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Nevado.
Nevado, you can't hear him either. You cannot hear anything. You're
gesticulating a lot.
Yeah. What would you like to do? This one above you is about sort of like within your reach, about 10 feet above you. One behind you. What would you like to do?
Oh, I feel like I should be the healer, but he is up.
What's the but? What's the but?
He is up. You know, someone's not going to die.
Just
You do you.
You do you, man.
Hey, Nevado took some hits in there as well, you know, like.
He's still got both his limbs, both his arms.
I will be a good person and use Cure Wounds on myself. No, on Mittens, obviously.
I mean,
on Mittens.
I've said it before. If the healer goes down, then
it's cool. I'm not going down. 3rd level Cure Wounds. No,
Level Cure
when they're
Wounds.
surrounding you.
Roll for Cure Wounds. Sweet, Mittens, you regain 17 HP. As the blood, so like the blood flow begins to stop, and you can see a lot of things like, not cauterize. I don't know what the word for it is, but yeah, things begin to
Clot.
Yeah, begin to clot. There is still like a stump there that's still showing flesh and like dripping blood. That will be a problem if you don't, do something about that. Because at the minute you have one arm and you're in the middle of the wilds. But yeah, cool. Anything else? Any bonus actions? Anything?
I don't know how do you want to rule with the staff?
Mm-hmm.
That's an action, isn't it?
That is an action, yeah.
Put it in
To
the description.
plant it on the ground. Yeah. I'll do that in the break in a minute now.
No, cool. That is gonna be 5, 10, 15. No, I'm gonna stay.
Stay where you are. Cool. If you guys don't mind, we'll finish off this round of combat because I have no doubt you'll kill them off in this last round. So we'll go quick for one more round. Mittens, you're healed a little bit. What would you have to do? You're still prone.
Is it not their turn before mine?
Nope, we went Nevado. Then you...
They didn't take a turn since I made my death save.
Yes, they did.
We retroactively did your death save, didn't we?
Yeah. We retroactively did your death save because it was Giri's go.
Where are they? They're in the initiative.
They are between you and Giri.
Right. Okay.
So they went. I was halfway through my turn, and you said, "I feel like I missed the go,"
Okay.
and we realised that you probably had missed the go.
Yeah. So take your turn.
I will
Shoot your shot.
I don't think I can cast anything in this much pain. I will grab a hand axe and just try and swing at the orange one.
Swing at the orange one. Roll to hit. Yeah, hits.
Just cut its hand off more often.
6. That is 3. Oh, actually, just looking at the orange one, you guys haven't actually done anything to the orange one in a very long time. So maybe we'll take a break after this one. It is in the air by about 10 feet, so like just in the air.
Okay.
Oh, so I'll probably
like within reach. I assumed you were getting up. Are you getting up?
I mean, if he doesn't want to hit orange, he can hit green, can't he?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Or if he can't hit orange.
I mean, yeah, JJ, are you getting up or?
That actually wasn't bad. Didn't think about that. No,
Just sit there and cry.
There's just like an
swing it
instinctive
from the ground. Nothing happens. You swing at it, and you're not within range because you're lying down.
Okay.
It's
a
cool,
good
dude.
thing
You
where
just lost an arm.
Yeah, you've lost an arm.
Just,
You're
panicking.
You are slightly panicking.
I'm then gonna butt scoot back, just trying to get away. So
Yeah.
try and scoot out of there.
Yeah. No. That makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Anything else on your turn? Nope. Cool. Their turn really quick. Let's see if they have things back.
Was that an attack opportunity?
No, because he's lying down. So if he can't hit it, they have the same reach, 5 feet. So
No, from the green
they're
one.
out of reach. Oh, from the green one. That's a very good point. 9 plus 7. That is 15 to hit.
Misses.
Ah!
Oh shit! But I'm prone still.
So you're prone still. Advantage. Oh. Natural 20.
Oh no!
This kid can't get a break.
I just put myself back here,
You just put yourself back there.
and I just
So that
roll my
is-
hit points.
Watch him
6,
roll
that
2
is
more nat ones and lose another arm.
10.
Oh, can you imagine?
That is 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
And
Unless it rolls.
2, 8.
No, it can't.
Wait,
I don't think it can roll physically low enough on the necrotic.
Not dead, right?
Damn.
And that is 21 necrotic.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
46 rolled very high.
I mean, it didn't matter. I had 8. I'm so down.
You're so down. Con save again.
Oh shit.
Oh no. There we go.
You're alright
That
this
was that
time.
the first time.
As it like goes to bite you, and this time just like as you're scooting away, bites your foot and just wriggles your foot, but pulls you back. And in this surge of pain that it pulls you back in, you're just out. You just can't move.
This is very good, very nice.
Yeah. So attack opportunity, fine. Monsters' turns. They're going to hit. The orange one is going to hit Nevado for. I mean, with both of its turns. Yeah, neither of them got the thing back. So
Orange has moved into melee range.
Orange will, yeah. Orange has always been within melee range. He's been like
Oh, it's just sitting down. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's 19 to hit you, Nevado. So that's
Okay.
Luke, you've got to be close to.
9 piercing.
Mhm.
And 8 necrotic. Second attack against you. It does have advantage. God. 16 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
You're down like no matter what it rolls.
Yeah. If oh wait, 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was 16 damage. Boys, don't worry, it's not over yet.
It's like clears over.
Okay. So that is. Ooh. Okay. So that is 7 piercing. No, 7 slashing. Sorry.
You might be alright here.
No, I don't know.
What's it got to get under 9?
Did you say under 9?
Yeah.
What's it got?
He got 9.
Oh, damn.
5 and a 4 and 2d6. Can you roll me a con save? You're alright. As it goes to then
Thank the Lord.
bites you and then slashes, and you just manage to cover up yourself mostly with your shield, but it still scratches just past your shoulder, and you just, with the momentum of its strength just bellows you down. Just straight up knocks you down. Giri, here's your go.
Is the orange one not doing anything? The green
Orange one did. Fuck yeah. I forget there's multiple of them sometimes.
I'm invisible.
Because they have a lot of stuff. Yes, you are invisible, so it doesn't know you're there. So I guess this is all going on Balzanor. And
Literally, so they think I'm the only one standing. Great.
apparently so, yeah. But don't worry, it got a natural 1 on its bite.
Got me on the target.
And a 14.
Nope.
Does a 14 hit you, Balzanor?
Nope.
It does.
Oh, 15.
Then it
Yes,
doesn't.
no.
I said no. I said no twice.
Right. Oh, sorry. All I heard was. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it
Right.
sounds like you were pretending to vomit because you were going to get downed.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough.
So it doesn't hit. So this thing goes for Balzanor, and yeah, thankfully you just managed to dodge out of the way of its bite, and then the following slash, you've seen this attack before, and you managed to just duck under, and it just glints off one of your horns. That's about it. Giri. You're
So
up.
do
You're
I
invisible.
become? I'm still invisible.
It's at the beginning of your next turn, you become visible.
Oh, so I am.
So
Visible.
you are now visible.
Okay. Can I go invisible again?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna strike this thing. I'm guessing with advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna hit 3 times. 25.
25 hits.
That's good damage. Strike again. 24.
Don't need to. First
Oh,
attack, just like you're visible for a brief second. So this thing attacks Balzanor, and then it looks back at you, and it's almost just like a brief, ding, almost like a flash of you just in this striker's pose, and then suddenly there's just a gaping hole in its neck, and it doesn't even know where it's come from. Balzanor, you have no idea where it's come from, and just this blood gushes out. This thing goes down low.
Okay, so that's my first attack.
First attack.
I'm going to push 5, 10, 15, 20.
Can we take the 24 as a roll?
30. I mean, I'm happy to roll that again.
I'll take the 24 roll because I meant to mention it just after you did that thing. I was counting stuff, so that hits.
Would it be the 18?
It would be the 18, however, because Nevado doesn't give you advantage because they're incapacitated.
I've become invisible.
Oh no, you're still invisible though. So there we are. 24 hits.
Yeah, so that's 13 damage, I think you said, or 15.
So it's 15 slashing damage, but then halved, obviously.
7, and then final hit of my turn with advantage still. 22.
22 hits.
Oh, good damage. 9.
Very satisfying.
Nice. Balzanor.
Right. Well, I'm
Get
going to
this
move
shit
over
down
here, and I am, depending on how low it is, disintegrate it with immolation.
Immolation.
Oh, I thought you were going to cast
I thought you were going to cast disintegrate then. Okay.
No, I don't have that.
DC 15 dex save for half damage. It's going to use it hasn't used its reaction yet. It's going to use its reaction to give itself advantage. Oh lord! Fuck that. Still fails.
Yes.
So what's that? 31.
That's full damage. Oh, 3 6s in that. Didn't even notice.
That's
Nice.
good. And 5 and a 4.
And also that then, if I put that in here, it then takes an extra 3d6 every.
The failed save, the target also burns the spell's duration. The burning target shreds bright light, blah blah blah. At the end of each of its turns, the target repeats the saving throw. 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, and the spell ends on a successful one. These magical flames can't be extinguished through non-magical means. If the damage from the spell reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is turned to ash. Brilliant! We'll take a really quick break there, and we'll come back with Mittens' saving throw. It is not dead, but fuck, did that hurt it.
31's a good hit. Man.
Jesus, as just this roaring flame just bursts from your hands. Fire like brimming in your eyes and just echoes all around it. Yeah, very nicely done. And yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back in Let's get the shit done. We are back. On initiative count 20. Well, at the top of the round. Everyone who's conscious, make me a perception check.
Did we get a death save from Luke?
Oh no, or did I do a con save?
Oh no! We didn't get a. Yeah, you did a con save. You never did a death save. You're all right.
He's
Yeah.
but he's dabbed, so cancels out.
It's only a -2.
Balzanor and Giri, can you make me a perception check?
Oh, here he is. Here he is. Davyak. Or something worse.
I feel like that's a tad optimistic that it's going to be Davyak.
Matt, that's a good roll given you got -1. And I'll take
Yeah,
that.
true.
20.
That's a very good roll.
In the distance, Giri, you can hear some just.
Oh, jeez.
And with a 24, you can hear a very, very distant. Oh. But
Wow.
we pick up the initiative. Mittens, a death save, if you please. You're all right. 1 pass death save. Monster. So, you're still invisible, aren't you? You are. So, is it at the start or end of its turn, Balzanor, that it makes the save against the fire?
And end of its turn.
End of its turn? Okay, then it's going to attack you a bunch, because you breathe fire at it. And it's actually not feeling too terrible about its odds, because, as far as it's aware, Giri could have just run the fuck away. Oh god, that's a miss. It's 13 with the bite. That's an 18 with the talons, though.
I'll stop laughing now.
Cock that roll. That's
How are you lifting?
7. That's 11 slashing.
Oh.
Ooh,
I'll let you know
Lord.
in a minute.
And 10 necrotic.
I'm looking as if I'm somebody with about 26 HP.
Indeed, you are. And in terms of movement, it's going to. Because that's the thing. It did 2 attacks. The first one was a 13, it missed, and none of these things have had their fucking stun thing back in a while, which is very annoying. So it's gonna.
Disagree on that. Not very annoying at all.
I think it's gonna stay here as far as it's aware. Giri's just invisible. Well, it doesn't know it's invisible. Giri's gone, so yeah, okay, it's gonna stay there. Giri, care to prove it wrong?
It needs to roll its save.
Oh,
yeah.
it needs to roll. What is it? A dex save?
Forgetting. It's just up there a second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dex save. Reaction to get advantage. Finally, it passes.
I think it takes no damage.
It takes 3d6 fun, and the spell ends on a successful one.
Okay.
Finally, that fucking ability worked for something. Oh, it rolled a
Alright.
2 and a 15. Wait, your thing is 15, right? Yeah.
That'd be awkward.
That'd be really awkward.
No, actually, it's 17.
Giri,
I'm going
You're
to
back.
pop back into existence.
and
And I'm going to get here for the advantage with my boy.
advantage with your boy.
And let's go. Let's just get this out of the way. That's a dreadful roll.
That is a dreadful roll.
19?
19 with advantage does it, and it doesn't have its reaction, so you're good to go.
Bang, 17. Whoa. 17
halved to 6.
8.
8. I can do maths, guys.
And then final one. 28.
28 hits.
12. Reroll the 2. 5. That's 15. So that's 7 damage.
7 damage. it's looking rough. Oh, it's looking fucking rough. As it's panting, and it's almost like got its tongue lolling out of its mouth now. It's looking yonder, looking far away. Nevado, another death save for me, please.
Yeah, my pleasure. Oh.
19, you're fine again. Top of the round. Even Balzanor, now you can start hearing.
Oh.
I don't want to be a killjoy, but we don't actually know Freakley.
I know.
You don't. As far as you guys are aware, so as far as you guys are in the war, the giants sort of just told you we're not on the orc side. They didn't say, but they made it explicitly clear we're also not on your side. We're not on anyone's side. This isn't our war. Don't get us involved.
Have we skipped?
Mittens.
We've skipped Matt's go.
Oh yeah, we did. If you just went,
oh, yes. Oh my god, I did. Balzanor. Shit.
I generally didn't even notice.
Go, my man. My dude.
I am going to
brother.
cast Flame Blade.
Flame Blade.
Flame Club.
No,
no,
Flame Blade,
nice.
yeah.
Roll the damage. Balzanor, how do you want to do this?
It is a flame club, isn't it? So I think it's going to be a big sort of uppercut swing to the top of its jaw.
And almost as it hits it, it almost like
its jaw even.
it almost like explodes up its chin. Its lower jaw is just gone. Mittens' arm drops out, now slightly charred and burned, and then it just falls back down, lolling, dead. However, we're not out of initiative yet. Mittens, can you roll me a death save? Mittens, you fail the death save.
Oh.
Giri, you're up.
Alright, so what kind of... I can't get Nevada back up. I can stabilise him though, can't I?
Do you have anything on your person that gives you healing?
Yeah, I think we bought some potions. I've got a regular potion.
You can give that to him if you'd like, or you can just make a medicine check as an action to
That won't get him up
stabilize.
though, will it? To
No,
stabilise.
that'll only stabilize him.
Knowing he's like the healer of the party, I'm going to use my health potion to get him up.
Yeah, cool. Health potion, Nevado, you back up. Roll 2d4 plus 2,
Okay.
or just roll 2d4 and add 2. Decent roll. You have 8 hit points. You're back up. Balzanor,
Good success.
it is your turn.
Yeah, I might as well just do it. I'm well aware Nevada can get Mittens up, but I'm going to give Mittens my healing potion.
Okay.
So begrudging. No, I don't want it if it's so begrudging.
Uh,
Alright, I'll keep it for myself then.
Jojo, roll 2d4. Roll 2d4.
Did we buy these healing potions from the same shop?
I gave you all one
yeah.
from the camp. I
as
wasn't
soon as-
aware that you'd bought any.
As soon as Balzanor gets Mittens up,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's
I'm
anything
going to
that's so
look
to
towards
roll.
this
Can I comfort him?
very loud noise.
Can you comfort him?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know that sort of thing is a player sort of thing. So what do you do to?
Well,
try and comfort him?
I've seen a lot of battles, and this is like you're ruining it. A moment. man.
You're ruining a moment.
Sorry.
I've seen a lot of combat, so I know this sort of thing. It's just a shock, really. That's like horrible. Like you just sort of lose control of yourself almost a little bit. So I'm just gonna be there, just sort of have an arm around him, and
Yeah. He still can't
just say
hear
it's
you.
all right. Oh yeah, I don't know that.
I mean,
to be fair.
yeah. You don't know that. Your ears are still ringing, but you can still hear stuff. You're there comforting him, and Mittens, you're still just sat there looking at this stump. Your bagpipes on the ground, your greatsword on the ground next to you, your hand axe, you probably dropped it now, and your friends around you, but you're looking at his mouth and he's just not saying a word. Like, I mean, she's saying stuff, but like nothing's coming out. What's everyone else doing in this brief?
I'm keeping hold of my flaming club so it's still alight, because I know I can hear this thunderous noise in the background, and I'm going to look to where the sound is coming, expecting a threat.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
This is not your forte, Matt. Oh, you rolled well again.
15, yeah, you rolled pretty well again. So 15, you can't see any explicit figures, but you can see these huge trees moving, and you can hear the cracking of like branches and twigs and everything in the distance, and it is definitely getting closer. This doo, doo, doo. But now you're realizing there's more than one set of footsteps. Well, you don't know necessarily how many, but you count in your ears more than two.
Okay.
At least a small group or a group.
Can I tell how far away they are?
With a 15, and sort of from your sight, they're not far away at all. They're really not very far away at all.
I can make.
Okay.
Do you relay this to us?
Yeah, I can relay that. Yeah.
Because I've got a spell called Wall of Stone, which, if we wanted, I could just put us in a box.
You know what? I was just about to cast Minor Illusion and just pretend one of those red stones was around us, so either one works. Yeah.
I mean, Minor Illusion only works in a 5-foot thing. 5 foot.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a game of Twister?
No, okay. Luke's idea works better, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. If you'd like to do that, you of course can.
Sure.
As you guys are doing this, you begin to see Orson.
Can I shout?
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, shout to Orson, just tell him to run.
Just tell him to run.
Oh, yeah.
You suddenly just see things like all these, like this pile of rocks way back here, just sort of suddenly form. Run, where? Run, where?
Run.
Aren't he
Just run.
just turn into, was it rocks or something?
Yeah, so yeah, he did to. I mean, if I'm honest, obviously he was holding Giri's hand walking around. He'll take Giri's advice. He's gonna run.
Yeah.
He looks off. He can hear the thunderous thing now. Thanks for the starts running away. Big thunderous footsteps moving. He's a stone golem. He's got decent movement, especially when he wants to, and like using the momentum of these two like huge arms to push him forward. Yeah, he fucking runs. He fucking pegs it. Is that your?
There's definitely thrown up this stone.
I can't make it bigger.
Is it? Does that cover the top of you as well?
Yeah, I was going to put a roof on it.
Cool. Yeah. So this small sort of hut of stone suddenly appears. Everything goes dark.
I then cast cantrip, produce flame.
Produce flame. Make a little flame.
Oh, I'm not attacking anyone.
Ow.
I was just trying to show description.
Decent roll. Yeah. No. Yes. You make a little flame. What are you all doing inside of this? Inside of this box. We're out of initiative, obviously. So,
I'm going to suggest we take a short rest.
Of course,
Yes.
you would. Is Mittens like? Is his hand in it or his stump in a condition where it's like still detrimental to him, or is it sort of like stabilized?
It's still in a condition. I mean, this is someone getting their arm taken off, and he casts Cure Wounds at 3rd level, which in the realms of D&D isn't actually extremely high. So, I mean, that saved it. That certainly saved it from being extremely like you need to sort something out about this now. That's probably given you maybe like a day or so to, but this could be a problem if not treated correctly. There are things like infection. I'm not going to go too into infection. It'll be, things like levels of exhaustion and things like that if stuff isn't done to it. But he can move now. Mittens, you can basically do everything. Like obviously you're missing an arm, so you can't do everything you used to do. But you feel otherwise, other than the slight mental trauma, that you could move, you could run with everyone, you could do any of that stuff without too much burden for the minute.
So does it need cauterizing?
Ben said it was kind of in a position where it was all right for like a day or so.
It's all right for a day or so. It's still like dripping blood a little bit, so you might need to wrap something around it or something along those lines with a medicine check just to fully thing it off for the day. But for the minute, you should be all right. What does it say about?
Can I aid Mittens doing that? Or can someone aid me in doing that?
Shall I? Hang on a second. What's I've got a 4 medicine, +4 to medicine, so I can make a medicine check.
Okay, I'll aid you because I've seen enough of these things to help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Roll a medicine check. 17. Yeah, you can you just grab like one of you guys like robes or pieces of cloth or whatever, wrap it round a couple of times, manage to sort of fasten it on tight. You get a couple of layers in there. You've definitely sort of stopped the bleeding, for now. It might need a change at some point, but with the cure wounds, with everything like that, yeah, you should be...
We're doing all this like candlelight.
Should be alright.
It's bright light in a 10-foot radius, my dude.
Yeah. At this point...
Is this in one hand of yours?
Mittens...
Yes.
Do that while holding fire in one.
I'm instructing Giri on how it should be treated.
I'm doing the hard work. Not the hard work, like the labour, and Nevado's doing the tough bits of tying off a stump.
But the technique.
Yeah. Can we hear anything?
Well, I was going to say, at this point, Mittens, finally, your hearing comes back. You can hear your friends speaking to you. You can probably hear them just in the middle of them sort of wrapping up your wound and things like that. Nevado instructing, and crackle of the fire and things like that. All of you, have these, ringing ears a little bit, but you're okay. Everyone make a perception check. This wall also has become permanent because what's the duration of it? Duration? Oh no, up to 10 minutes. It hasn't necessarily been 10 minutes yet. So Nevado and Giri, to be fair. So Balzanor, you're sort of like focused on like, holy shit, this has gone sideways, and you're sort of like tending to your own sort of personal stuff. Whereas you guys can hear them outside, and many feet walk around. Thunderous booms.
Closed space.
You can hear lots of footsteps, sort of like moving all around you, and then there is a on the top of your stone wall.
The giant.
Alright, you can't... I mean, does anyone speak giant? I mean, Nevado or Giri, do you guys speak giant?
Sadly not.
No. You can hear just a bunch of noises going on outside. You can hear something being dragged briefly. Maybe just sort of outside just the side of your thing.
Would we know?
And
Would we have a knowledge of whether like giants are friendly or?
you can make a nature check.
Because I'm guessing it sounds like giants.
Nevado, you're not entirely sure. But Giri, you are apparently a master of giants. Apparently.
Except
So-
that when he has a friend to help him out, then he's a bit shit.
Rare dissertation.
So, yeah, like back where you're from, in the mountains where you're from, there is a collection of giant clans. And when you came here, one thing you heard, like I said, was that the giants here were like not interested in the war. They're not on anyone's side. They don't care. However, you think that in the area that you're in, they must be, you're not in the extreme cold of the north yet, nor are you on any kind of mountain, so they must be stone giants. The stone giants are very much for the clan. If you guys can benefit the clan, boom, you guys are in great with them. If you guys put any detriment on your clan, or on their clan, nah, you guys are, no. They will come after you with all of their wrath.
I think I would say to the group if I knew that. Like it sounds like giants. I think if we come out peacefully, I think we could negotiate with them rather than being attacked by them. I'm not sure they will be hostile. I just think we're a bit trapped here, but that might be an option out.
Okay.
Okay.
A huge hammering hit smashes against one of the panels of these walls. And then again, and one of the walls comes crumbling down.
Question.
Yes.
What were they doing that with?
Hmm?
What were they doing that with?
Fucking huge clubs.
Have they rolled to hit?
They haven't. But
Has
you
a
know what?
15
I will.
15
I
AC
will.
and 30
I will roll to
HP.
hit.
Just saying. It's level 5 spell, mate. Come on.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay. So the first one hits.
Cool.
Second one definitely hits. And they have an average damage of 28.
Cool. Good to know.
That is
just
4d10. So
Luke just wants to play by the rules, right?
Yeah.
no. I fully respect that. I'm not gonna bother rolling 4d. I'm taking the average. That's fine. A wall opens. You guys have been given time to, sort of rest, and very now dim light. You guys are really late in the day now. There's barely any light peeks through, especially under the thing of these huge creatures. Who is in there? Come out! What is this? This is strange. We have things in here. Each of them begin to sort of like move over to
Are
you.
they still speaking in giant, or is that in common?
They're still well, the person, the one saying, who are you, come out, is in common. The other bits were mainly in giant.
Can I just shout peace?
Ooh.
Oh, go.
Peace, yeah.
I was just going to introduce myself.
Oh.
As I am Nevado Stone, and these are stone giants, and I'm from the mountains, and they're from the mountains. We is
Tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lead the way then.
How would you introduce yourself?
I would just say, when he says who's in there, just call back, 'tis I, Nevado Stone of the mountains.
There are many mountains. Which ones? These mountains?
I call all mountains my home.
Ah, I see. Come out here. You friendly?
Absolutely.
Yes, friendly to the stone giants.
And they watch as you come out, and to their slight surprise, they sort of look at you. Ah, who? Why are you here? Why are Southmans in North? We thought this ended.
We're just here to get someone back.
Someone?
We're not. Yeah. I mean, you might have seen him. He's a ranger, human, blonde hair, very good with a bow.
Scars on.
Yeah. Have you seen him?
You friends with the Davyak?
That depends on where that gets us.
Friends is a broad term.
Yeah.
I'm no friends with the Davyak. Another one talks to me. Freakly, not this again. He shoot at me. He attacked me. Yes, we know he attacked you, Freakly. But
He's a change man.
let them speak. He
He's a
leads
change-
south now. He no lead south. He lead them Orkan. Let me do it. What do you know of Davyak? Why you look for Davyak?
He's a change man. All right.
Changed how?
He.
By his brother and friends.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I don't think Davyak ever told you about what happened last
Oh
year.
well, then he's just a different bloke, and he's yeah, we all change in life. That's
Make,
Quite easy, isn't it? It's not really.
Nice.
I mean,
That's not-
make
that's not
make
my
a
response.
persuasion check.
nice.
Is anyone good
I'm
at
not playing Oramis. I'm just playing this.
that? Luke, you're on a
Persuasion. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he's very persuasive.
People not change. People's bad. They only bad, especially you Southmans. You come here looking for one thing. You come here looking for things that are not yours. So you with the Davyak? Or no?
We are with Davyak.
We're not currently with the devil.
No, we're looking for him.
We want to get him out of the north, take him south.
Matt, I think you're on mute, Matt.
I'm muted. You can't hear what I'm saying.
What were you saying?
We are friends with him, but we will try and take him away from your mountains. We'll take him south, so he will no longer be any issues for you.
What do you know of this place?
What do we know of this place? It appeared a few days ago.
We
We
think
have
this is
been
why Davyak
watching
is here.
it. The Davyak involved in this. First the Orkmans are notice. Something strange.
What do you mean by the Orkmans? How are they involved here?
Well, last year, the Davyak lead Orkmans against me. Against friends. Other Southman friends. One that looked like the Davyak, but not the Davyak. Twin. And a shorter one. One with handsome long coat. Other one, no hair.
We know
Strange
half
eyes.
of that description, and not all of it.
The Davyak's fate will be up to our chief. He was on our lands. And since war is over, that is crime against Rock Throw. If you want to plead for Davyak, you come with us. We take you to chief. You kill these wing wolves.
Yes.
Interesting.
They attacked us first, so we didn't get much of a chance to do anything else. It was a tough fight.
A very good way of saying he started it.
It was a very tough fight, and our friend here lost his arm. Is there anywhere you know nearby where we could possibly get that looked at?
Drops down to one knee. Mittens, are you outside of the thing by now?
Still just sat in the box.
Sat in the
What's
box.
left of the box.
Yeah, like one of the. I mean, that's only destroyed like one panel, so it's like corner panel here. So it sort of comes down, looks at. Oh, that looked nasty. Maybe them prayers, no. Them holy ones. They live in mountains not far from here. Day or two. Maybe they help. Or they're the thinker on the mountain with these stone people walking around.
Oh, Zero?
We don't know his name. We only know him as the thinker.
Okay, we've met him. And we were possibly going there, so if you think he could help, that's good to know.
He talked too fast. Speaking strange language of magic and science. No like. If you want in the Davyak, he at our camp. We're heading back there soon. Otherwise,
At your camp?
he at our camp.
Okay.
He was here. This our lands. We took him prisoner. He promised. The Southmans promised after this war. In this war, we would not be involved, and then we see Southmans on our land in strange crystals. No.
Should we head back to their camp then, and we can pick up Davyak and maybe head to Ciro and see if he
Depending on
can
how
help?
bad the injury is for Mittens, would it be wise splitting up so we Mittens there
I don't think splitting up in this
is wise? Cool.
in the north. Yeah, I mean, if
Cool.
two of us had fought those creatures, we'd be dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think we head
Okay.
to the camp.
It's entirely up to you. What you want to do first? Who you want to go see? What you want to?
Well, I think
Right.
there'll be better facilities at the camp, so we can patch Mittens up a bit more. And then
Okay.
there's no guarantee that the Cloud Giant will have anything, but he might do. So makes sense to go get Davyak first, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Fair enough.
Mittens, it's your life.
He's very quiet in this conversation. He does have a very big input.
Yeah, it's your arm. Do you want to back now? Or do you want to back later?
Cool, good chat. Right, we'll head to the camp.
Don't think you'll ever get it back.
Maybe not the same one.
Positive
Oh,
thoughts,
new one.
man.
Oh, prosthetics must be a thing in Ben's world, maybe. They are now.
I mean, you guys from Titan, you guys know magic can do amazing things. Clerics and healers can do some brilliant things. And walking around the capital, I mean, your other characters, so not you guys, but you've seen some people with prosthetics. Might be a thing some of you might know about, potentially.
A clan of
Healers or something.
healers.
Or worshippers. Yeah.
Praying ones.
Yeah.
Are they, freakily, are they near this Ciro, or are they in opposite directions?
They more west.
Okay.
They more west.
What are they like?
They more west, but low down. Zero up on big mountain.
Okay.
They pray to some moon or something. Your Southman gods. We know, understand.
What do they look like?
Like using people. Small, ugly, no hair on head. Pale skin, like a then stone man over here. Nevado stone.
Ooh,
One
druid.
has little horns.
Oh,
Would you know about this, Nevado? Oh, you're not a druid from here, are you?
I'm not. I'm a druid from Titan.
Ah. So in other words, you're bloody useless.
In this situation, maybe.
I mean, anyone can make a check. I say it'd be a check with disadvantage, but you can make a history or religion check to try and recall through your time. Obviously, you're warring in the north. You might have maybe heard something or anything about certain clans or peoples of the north. Damn, double 18s at disadvantage. Nice. Yes, you as it's coming to you, you recall there being some. I mean, as far as you guys are aware, as far as you know, it was a ruins that you were. People had scouted it out. It didn't look like there was any activity there. You chose not to bother it. Obviously, the north is wild. No idea what the fuck's there. But it seemed to be the ruins of some kind of church or fortress or the large place. It wasn't particularly clear what people were saying. No, people sort of just went there, took a look at it, noted it down really quick, and then went. But it seemed to be something to do with the god Freya, the god of the night. So the god of the moon, like whereas Pelor is the sun, she is the moon, she is love, she is beauty, she is knowledge as well.
What was the name of that lady that we rescued on the one shot when we first had these characters? And we also met her with our main four as well.
Oh, began with an S. You first met her in the north.
On the way up to the north, yeah.
On the way up to the north.
I swear she was something to do with Freya.
Sariel.
That's it. Was she something to do with Freya?
No. She was just a leader of a Wood Elf clan. Up here.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind then.
So what's your plan?
Well, it's late, isn't it? So I think we head back to the camp and rest up, and then we can meet up with Davyak and sort of see what's occurred. And
That's a kid.
Yeah.
has everyone picked up? Oh, can I pick up my javelins and Mittens' arm?
Yeah.
Sorry, do the people that Giri remembers, does Giri remember what type of people they are?
No. As far as Giri is aware, and as far as you guys were aware up to this point, that was a ruin. That nobody was seen there. It was more of a, we know this place is there.
So
Maybe someone's there, maybe it's not. Yeah.
That has signs it was devoted to Freya.
Yes, and now these giants are saying there are people there.
Okay.
They have seen people there. So if I put you on the map, really quick, you guys are obviously in the north. You're still in the forest, however, so you'd be about here. He's saying they're more west. Much further west, but west. And he also said lower, so more lowlands rather than going up a mountain. But it's entirely up to you. You got Cyril, you got them, you got heading back south, you got the giants. So, whatever you guys want, need, or care for.
I think camp, and there'll probably be some new stuff from the camp, and then we can roll from there.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll anything to get my javelins back then, or did I just get them?
Like Mazzy does, you get half your ammunition back after a fight, so you can add half your javelins back. Also, round it up, so you can have 3 javelins back. Plus,
can I always get the javelin back, please?
Yeah. That's a magical item that doesn't break like other javelins might when it hits sort of hide and things like that. So you can always pick that up as long as you say, "I'm going to go pick that up."
Okay.
Yeah, and you guys can head on your way. Now, you guys just take a moment here, take one last look at these shimmering sort of things. And with the time of day that you guys are there, it is the sun is starting to set. And just as the last light of day glimmers over these crystals, and it sort of, you can literally sort of see the sun just tipping over the top, the tallest one, the moonlight taking over. They now light the space in a fairly sort of dim reddish glow. And you're looking at it, and all of these different things, all of these different gems each have letters on, and they all make a word. It seems just before you're leaving, especially Mittens 17 passive perception, you probably notice this and look back. The word, or the words, which it says, the 10th of the 9 is here. God's praise, the 10th of the 9. Sorry, Hell's praise, the 10th of the 9.
10th of the 9 is here. God's
Hell's praise, the 10th of the 9.
Hell's praise. The 10th of the 9.
The 10th of the 9.
10th of the 9 hells. Sounds fantastic.
And I think that's probably a good place to end the session today. We'll pick up next session traveling forward. Actually, I'll say this. Everyone just roll me a quick con save.
Not JJ. Not been his forte today.
Oh my lord. I'm so... Oh. JJ. That's sad. Okay. Balzanor 21. So everyone except Mittens, you guys are fine. The battle today has riled you on, kept you awake, because you are traveling for about 4 to 5 hours into the night, through places. They use like a massive log, and they set the end of it sort of like a light. They shove a lot of leaves and branches in it and set it a light to guide their way. You're going into a much colder area, and it is now like, passing midnight as you guys are walking and traversing this area. And you finally, we'll say at the very beginning of next session, will make it to the Giants' camp. Mittens, you have a level of exhaustion. Everyone else is coping at the minute. And that's what we'll end the session. Thank you all very, very much for joining me this week. That was intense.
Speed's now halved.
Your speed's now halved. Why is your speed halved?
I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Ah, so you do. We'll get to that on the next session. Nevado, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we'll get to that in the next session and see how that affects things. Though probably with your speed being half, they'd shuffle you along. Probably offer to, especially you being. Yeah, I mean, they are giants. They are stone giants. As long as you've got nothing heavy on you, one of them would gladly just sort of pick you up and perch him on your shoulder, or perch him on his shoulder, or something like that, just to keep you there. Because they know, obviously, all I need to do if he tries to fuck with me is just knock him off. Or at least they can try, as my paladin just realised that's not so easy for a giant to do. Because it tried to do that to me, and I succeeded. Thank you all very much for joining me this week. And that was interesting. That was certainly a long... Well, actually, no, that was about as long a fight as I predicted. But yeah, when making that encounter, I forgot some of your weapons weren't magical. You guys fucking nailed it. You managed to get through it.
You survived.
You
survived.
survived. I'd say that was a very even fight.
We had a good
I think.
team up moment.
We did
You
alright.
did.
We did alright.
Yeah, you guys did alright. Others not so much.
I think if we worked more as a team, to be honest, and used some abilities to help each other, then maybe. But I think we.
Work as a team when it was stunned for 3 fucking rounds.
Yeah, we were.
Yes,
that
that
is
was
very
true.
unlucky.
I'm talking in general, not just
that
this fight.
was a
but
really
yes,
big
true.
thing, I think, that made that fight quite difficult, was the fact that, and you're someone who summons things, you bring things to life. There's lots there to do that with, and yeah, you just weren't there to... that definitely would have gone a lot quicker if you hadn't been stunned, but there we are, that's the roll of the dice. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and we'll pick this back up next week, where you guys hopefully will see Davyak again and figure out whatever the fuck is going on, and maybe, just maybe, start to get an arm back, or whatever the hell you guys want to do. You have a lot of options of where to go, different places you can thing with. Have a
If
good one.
not, may I
Forget the
recommend a hook
Oh yeah.
What? Just a hook from his elbow? Like,
Okay, maybe not.
he can only go straight.
We'll attach a sword as an arm. We'll strap it around him so it's there. So as an arm as a sword. Yeah, problem solved.
Yeah,
Probably not the best idea.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You'll well, maybe I say we'll figure it out. It's up to you guys to figure it out. I'll be there watching. Have a good one. Bye.